And we're live. Um, so you remember last year when we went to Syndicate, they had the workout. It was um, what was it? It was like a 800-meter run or something into the yoke carry. Remember
Uh-huh.
how boring it was to watch?
Yeah.
So last year what I did is I did a 1 mile carry with an empty yoke. So I just carried a. He's got a JR's got a bunch of yokes at the gym. So I just took it outside and I carried it for a mile. And like I think last year, every time I dropped it or every time I stopped, I had to do like 30 air squats or something like that.
Whew, that sounds rough.
It, it sucks. It's not like, it's not at all your endurance or anything like that. It's literally all your shoulders pretty much.
Really.
Because like you can't, in order to keep the bar on your back, like you have to either hold it like this or hold your arms out like this or something, and it tears your shoulders up. Just being, I guess, just being in that motion for so long.
Hold on one second.
You're good.
My boy is doing something.
I understand.
I hope he's getting sick or something because he is on one right now.
That's bad when you say you hope they're getting sick. I feel that.
uh,
Did you did you do any of those? I know you didn't sign up, but did you do any of those quarterfinals workouts?
no.
I did. I did two of them, and I
I thought you were going to do all of them.
well, I was, and I wasn't 100% sure if I was going to sign up or not, but I was definitely going to do all the workouts, and then I was going to decide once I did them all, I was probably just going to sign up just to keep track of it, I guess. So I missed the window Thursday. I didn't have time to do one Thursday. Ended up I didn't have time to do one Friday, but then that's when I started thinking, and I was like, well, because we've got a little. My boss, he brought his little at-home gym rig thing to the shop or to like in our little parts room. So it's like one of them all-in-one big racks or whatever.
Uh huh.
And then he's also got a bar with some weights or whatever. And I thought about it and I said, well, I've got my jump rope in the truck, so I'll just do that one. So I did that one Friday, and everything was fine. Me and Destiny went on a dinner date Friday night. Parents kept the kids. We went and picked them up after dinner and come back here. Felt fine. Everything was great. Went to sleep at 1 o'clock in the morning. I woke up and dude, I felt like a train had hit me.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
I thought I've never had the flu, but it felt like what I feel like the flu would feel like, except I had nausea on top of it. So like I was up probably golly, it felt like every 45 minutes hugging the toilet, trying to get sick, and I just couldn't. Like I felt like I had to get sick,
Hmm.
but I couldn't. And so I was up and down all night long, and I was literally in bed the good majority of the day Saturday. And dude, it was the weirdest thing. So there was we had a good friend of ours. really one of our best couple friends. Their daughter's birthday party was from like 2 to 4 or something. Well, obviously I didn't go. I stayed at home. Destiny took the kids. Well, Baker, my little girl, she stayed here because she was napping. So I told her that I'd be fine just to watch her whenever she woke up. So they left at about 1:30, and I fell asleep, I'd say probably 1:45, 1:50 or so. Woke up at 2:30 and in the afternoon, 2:30 in the afternoon, pouring sweat. I mean, the sheets and the pillow was soaking wet. And I sat up and I was like, dude, I feel fine. Like after that, I mean, I still didn't feel 100%, but after that, I felt much better. So I got up and um, just kind of piddled around or whatever. I still didn't really have an appetite, and then so I didn't eat. I bet you I ate 500 calories Saturday, and that was after that was like I had to force myself to eat a peanut butter and honey sandwich for dinner, and that was all I'd eaten all day. Wasn't hungry, didn't care to eat. So Sunday, so obviously I didn't do one of the workouts Saturday. So Sunday, I get up and felt fine, but I still didn't have much of an appetite. Like I had to force myself to eat some eggs, and I was like, I debated. I said, I could go do one workout today, and then try to squeeze in the last two Monday. And then I started thinking about it. I was like, dude, I'm not going to the gym with 500 calories in my system over the last 48 hours and trying to do these workouts. Like it's not worth me feeling bad again. John will love to hear that. He'll make fun of me for that. I really don't care.
I think that's a smart decision. So don't worry about what he says.
Yeah, I didn't want to get in there and pass out or get in there and throw up, and
Yeah,
no, it's not that serious. I
and two.
wasn't gonna go to anywhere anyways. There he is. What's up, dude?
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Do you look slim?
I am.
You really do. I think. I know Daniel hates when people give you compliments, but I think you look good, dude.
You're muted, Daniel. Can you hear him, Brock?
Uh-uh. That's the worst
Now,
too, because he
now,
probably had
now
a
you're,
really good he probably had a really good
yeah,
joke. Now it's just
yeah,
not gonna
yeah.
be the
Now you're frozen.
same. Well, now we have two Daniels in here.
Whoa, I can hear you guys
Oh,
now.
dude, we could see one and hear the other. That's wild.
All right, let's try this one more time then.
All right, all right.
It's weird. It's not letting me kick from the studio. Oh, nope. I think we both did that.
There's the magic.
All right.
That's it.
Did I tell you guys that I'm under 200?
Yeah.
Send us a picture,
Yeah. I was like, I thought I'd sent that like a while ago.
and then you showed us a lift, and then I made a Holocaust joke that wasn't very good.
Rubbing off on you.
Yeah, I know.
I hate this computer angle because if I look straight, I just look bald. Like I have to like tilt my head or find something to prop up the computer to make me like where my face is. Well, how is everybody? I've got a lot of life updates. I know we're going to
Dude,
talk
let's
about
go.
tithing, but
Let's hear it.
How are you guys?
Pretty good.
Like, I mean, anything new? You've been talking for 10 minutes.
Yeah, Brock was telling me about how he almost died the weekend of quarterfinals. So I was just listening to that.
What happened?
No, I have no idea. So I was telling him, you'll make fun of me, but that's okay. So I was telling him that, and not for the way that you think, but so didn't get to do one Thursday. I told y'all that. Friday, I told y'all that I ended up doing the workout at the shop. Everything was fine, felt good. Friday night, went to bed, everything was normal. Woke up at like 1 o'clock Saturday morning and felt like I'd been hit by a bus. Like I felt like I had the flu. It was
You,
awful. So I
you
was
got the
up.
vid?
I don't know what it was. I was up all night long Saturday night. It was like I had really bad body aches. I was shivering, freezing cold. Felt like I had to throw up. Couldn't throw up. And then Saturday, I was in bed all day. I was telling Daniel, I fell asleep at like 1:30, 1:45 or so Saturday afternoon. Woke up at 2:30, pouring sweat. Bed was soaked. So I guess I had a fever and I broke the fever. And I sat up and I was like, dude, I'm soaking wet. And then I said, dude, I feel fine. And then I was good. I couldn't eat still, but so then Sunday, so the only thing that I ate all day Saturday was a peanut butter and honey sandwich Saturday night before I went to bed. And Sunday I got up, still didn't have an appetite. Felt I felt fine, but I just couldn't eat. I didn't feel like eating. And I told Daniel, I was like, there's no chance that I'm going into the gym and doing one of these workouts on an empty stomach for the last 48 hours. So I just ended with two of the workouts. I did one of them. I did one Monday, and I did the double under one. Uh, which one did I do Monday? Oh, the handstand push-ups. You beat me on that one, by the way. Did I tell y'all that?
I think so.
Yeah,
You were like 14 something.
yeah. The 30 strict handstand push-ups just
Yeah. That whole
annihilated.
workout's 30 strict handstand push-ups for time.
Yes,
It's kind of a
true.
stupid workout.
The clean and jerks were a little harder than my not hard like weight wise, but my heart rate spiked very fast. I think I
Well, it
came out
doesn't
too
matter.
hot.
You got a whole 1,000 meter row to recover.
Row felt perfect. I mean, I felt fine on the road. I popped up, did one set of I could have done a bigger set, but I was scared, so I popped up and did 8, came down, waited, I don't know, 15 seconds, popped up, did 7, came down, and it was all down. The last 15 took me forever.
What was your time?
I think it was 1440 or 1441.
Okay,
So
well, I mean, it didn't take you that
no,
long.
no, I take that back. What yours was 1220. I mean, yeah, 1220, right?
I was 11. I was 11:57.
Okay, well, I don't know why I had 1220 because I thought that yours was 1220 and I finished at 1420 because as soon as I saw the clock, I said, "Dang, John beat me by 2 minutes," but you ended up beating me by
Probably
three.
all on the handstand push-ups. Dude, I um did 26 handstand push-ups and I hit a wall. And I was thinking you can do this 30 unbroken. Like you just got to go fast. And I rode real slow on the second row to do these handstand push-ups. And about like at like 17, I was like, oh, you got it. Hey. I was like, oh, you got it. Like you're fine. You're cruising. And then like at 26, bam. And then I failed the 27th rep, and then I did a 1-1-2 to finish it. and it took me longer to do these 4 handstand push-ups than it took to do 26 handstand push-ups, which sucks because like I was kind of on pace to have like a pretty filthy time because my clean and jerk time was like 220. I really went hard on it. I
I'll say
rode like
that.
a 150, and then I went 220, and then the second row was like 215, 210. Like it was we were just recovering. And then I was going to finish with 30 unbroken, but it didn't happen. But that was still my best score by a lot. Then you did what are the other ones that you did?
Just the double under deadlift.
That's probably the worst one.
I was very sore from that too. For me, that was all the 315 bar.
Yeah. You should do the shuttle run. I'm
Yeah,
interested to see what you would get in that. I'm
I'm
curious.
I'm gonna do all of them, or I'm gonna do the other two eventually.
I'm just curious if you'll beat me in that one.
I doubt it because well, I don't know. I would probably make up for it on the burpees, but the overhead squats, I think you would do a
It's
whole
just
lot.
an
Not. I mean, it's not that heavy. I just
it's
think
just an
you would do a whole lot.
interesting stimulus, you know.
Did you? I'm assuming you probably didn't break the
No,
220,
no, I
did you?
didn't break. If you plan on breaking it all, then I beat you. Doesn't matter how fast you go.
Yeah.
It's kind of non-negotiable. But that first round, I just sent it as hard as I could, and then the second round was like, we'll just die here and just get through it. And I think my splits were like 233 and then like 353 or something like that. It was such a drastic difference, but my time was fairly good. Like it was still like it was a good time, you know. But then the bar muscle one I had to redo. But I still think it was a pretty trash test. I know I ended up being good at it, but it's still a
Where did you end up?
1490 in the world.
What is it? Top 2,000 get online semifinal?
Mm-hmm. I called a couple people. Have you ever been in semifinals, Brock?
Heck
No.
no,
This was your best chance,
for sure.
and then you died.
But even after the deadlift and the other, I wouldn't have been top 2,000.
The deadlift one's gonna hurt you a lot. The deadlift one. If you weren't like sub 7, you were like had a terrible score. My deadlift workout, I was pretty happy with it, and I was still over 2,000 on it.
I'm interested to do the hang clean double under. I mean, hang clean bar muscle up.
I'm interested to see how you'll do in that one too, because it's definitely the most fitnessy, but it's fitnessy, but it's stuff that I'm good at. So I'm just interested to see how you do on it. Anyway, it's my first time being a semifinal person too. I made a couple calls to see if I could get a special invite, and Wilson, you know Wilson, right? Hey, we need each other. My goal or my pipe dream, not goal, my pipe dream was if I made it, I was gonna be in heat 1 and do the workout, and then go up to the broadcast booth and commentate heat 3 and 4,
No, that
and
would
just
be
do that
cool.
the entire competition.
That would be cool.
That was too much. So I called Wilson and I asked him. I was like, "Hey, like, what do you think about this? Like, if you need to backfill, like, people keep dropping out, you want to backfill, you could have like an average Joe lane if you wanted it." And he goes, "Oh, we're gonna go in order." And like Wilson doesn't have a good idea about like who's who in fitness world. And he goes, "We're gonna go in order, and then it's just gonna backfill. But like how far down are you?" And I go, "Oh, far, like real far. It's gonna be a special invite type of a deal because 40 slots, Daniel, and they're just gonna go pick one. You want to come?" They'll say yes or no. Pick two. Do you want to come? And then they just backfill it until it ends. It's not going to get to 1,400. But it was just funny because he was like, I said it would have to be a special invite type of a deal, and he goes, I don't think we can do that, man. I was like, it's okay, listen. I was just asking. But anyway,
Dude, you know how many people that would really
oh,
piss off?
you could say that. I guarantee I wouldn't be last place. Like
Oh
that's the
no.
thing. That's the thing. Like I agree with you. Like, am I deserving? No. But whoever they end up inviting, like whoever accepts, I wouldn't be last place. So can you say like I'm taking somebody's spot if I wouldn't be last place? You know what I'm saying? Now I would be last in 5 of the 7 events by a decent amount, but the 2 that I'm not, I'm going to be top 3 in. You know what I mean? Which makes me not last place. I don't know. I've always thought that way, but you know, I don't want to upset 132nd place.
It was their opportunity to go to the games. They would have made it this year.
Right. Yeah. Anyway, but um, me and Leslie switched gyms. We're out at an affiliate gym. It's in Katy.
Did you take
Do
a
you know
bunch
who?
of people with you?
I wouldn't say I took them with me. I'm still coaching them, but a lot of them stayed. But I'm still coaching them just remotely, I guess now. And then some of them came over. Do you know who Marissa Flowers is?
I don't think so. Names kind of rings a bell.
She has the world record in Fran.
Okay, no, I didn't know that.
She's 4'11", and like if she'd have made the games maybe 3 times if she wasn't 4'11". And she's not like a Colton 4'11" where you have midget like qualities. Like she's just a little bitty girl, right? So there's always a workout that ends up putting her out. She's actually really strong, but she was 91st in quarterfinals. And she was 5th in the Masters category. She's 35. So, but anyway, it's her gym, so they're great. Her and her husband are great. Hey, slow down. And I am in the process of getting my EMT. I'm gonna be a firefighter. So,
Dude,
I don't know when, but we're on our way.
that's awesome.
Is that because you lost the income of your last gym?
No, I'm coaching at this new one.
Cool.
No, if with that combined, like I'll have benefits and insurance and stuff, and I don't have that stuff now. And it's just something that I could do and still do everything that I do, right? Like I could still coach at the gym. I can still do all of JY Barbell. I can still do the commentating and covering competitions and stuff. It's it's just a job. Like me and Leslie have been thinking about it for a while. We just decided to pull the trigger. So, yep, gonna do that. Probably die in a fire, but
As long as there's not a swimming test, you're good, man.
that's right. It's the opposite of that. So
No, that'll be cool.
yeah. Let me see. Is there anything else?
Can you handle that, like rolling up on like something gnarly?
I don't think it would be worse than nursing. It's different stuff, but I don't know. Yeah, I think so.
I think
Like
it'd be cool.
did a rotation in the ER before, and I mean, people come there with their arms cut off. Like it's not, I've never been
I think
squeamish.
what would I think what would be the hardest, and I have no idea because I've never been in their shoes. But I think for me and probably most people, I guess the hardest would be like a car accident with like a kid. You know what I mean? Which I don't know how many of those you roll up on, but God, that'd be an image that'd
Yeah,
be hard to get out of your head.
I'd like to think that's not like an everyday thing,
Yeah,
but
Lord, I'd hope
but
not.
you know, like, but yeah, like sure, there's going to be some tough days, but yeah, I think I'm pretty good at compartmentalizing stuff.
You know who's
I
EM
Go ahead.
from high school? Mason Kaler's EMT.
Is he?
Yeah.
I thought he went to the Marines.
Yeah, and then he did Secret Service, and now he's EMT.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's just hopping around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I mean, I think I'll be fine. I was very prepared for a NICU baby to go on me, and like I was fine. Like one of them, that almost happened, and I was fine. Like it wasn't a big deal. I mean, it's a big deal, but I was okay emotionally. Is all I'm saying. But it's fine. Kyrie came through. He was fine. I remember his name. His name was Kyrie. Hey.
I think that'd be a good fit.
We've
You'd
entered
be
new
in there
stage.
coaching the guys.
Well, I can still work out too. Like it's the thing. Like I can just do everything that I do now, and it's $70,000 that I didn't have.
Is that the base pay?
You have a nursing degree.
Ooh, nice.
Dang, that's a lot more than what a normal firefighter makes. That's
I don't think so. I think they start out at like 53.
See, I think here, I don't think they start out that high here.
Yeah, maybe they just do South Carolina firefighters dirty.
I could be completely wrong though. I actually have no idea, so I don't
Um,
know.
I mean, you
I don't
might
know
be
why I'm
right,
acting like
dude. You might be right because I know like California firefighters get paid out the wazoo, so it's probably region dependent.
Yeah, I mean California, they would need to be. They're probably the most busy. No, yeah, I mean I think it's 53 to 70, and like they need paramedic type people. So I actually don't even know if I qualify for that. So, but yeah, it's like 50 to 70 is what it. 70 is high end, 50 is the low end. But regardless, we've entered this stage, Daniel,
This is
of
awesome, dude. She is loving life.
the screaming stage.
Yeah.
Like she's not even like doing anything.
Oh
She's
yeah.
just. Oh, you see yourself? You want to stop screaming?
Happy screams are fun.
The not happy screams are not fun.
Yeah.
I think that's it. As far as updates go. Oh, Brock, are you gonna be a camera guy at Syndicate? We have to dial those down. Are you coming? It's free.
No, I'm not. What's the dates? Is
How
it
did you say
May?
no? I'm not without even knowing the dates. I'm looking at.
Well, I'm not coming either way, but I was just curious on what the dates were.
It's May 29th to 31st.
Yeah, no. I do have a legit reason though. Destiny's got to have foot surgery in on May 1st. So she's not supposed to put any weight on it for the first 2 weeks, and then I think 4 weeks after that, she's got to be on a scooter type deal.
And oh wow,
So I'll be doing a lot of
what's her
Mr.
surgery
Mom
to get it
stuff.
reattached?
Well, so I'm if I'm I don't know if she's watching or not. If I may butcher it. Yeah, there she is. Um, from what I understand, she broke her foot or broke a bone in her foot or something years and years ago, and then when it when it healed and like started growing back, I guess it grew a bunion, I guess is what it's called on the. Like, I used to make fun of her all the time about having bunions, and it's gotten really bad. Like it's pushing her other bones. Like I guess it's be that way. It's causing all of these bones back here to shift. And I'd say in the last 6 months or so, 5 or 6 months, the pain. I mean, I don't know. It's not my foot, but she's been complaining a lot more about the pain. So we're gonna go ahead and knock it out.
When she's on her scooter, I think you should call her Ethel for the duration of that period. Like, let's go, Ethel, and then just her like scooting along behind you.
I'll get her a stroller. We need to get one of them three. We got a double stroller for the two kids. We need to get one that's got like a third row seat. Put her in the buggy whenever we go to the grocery store.
There you go.
I'll be watching.
Oh, this is not really a life update, but something new. Grid League this year will be on ESPN.
Whoa.
Oh
I don't
snap!
know. I don't know how he struck that deal, but
Hey, this year? What's the
and
closest
not
that you
even
have
the
come?
Ocho, ESPN two. It's not even the Ocho.
What's the closest that you come to me and Daniel?
Dallas. I mean, the other two are in Florida.
Well, Florida would definitely be a whole lot closer than Dallas. What part of Florida?
I don't think
Miami?
so, dude. Yeah.
I would think Miami would be way closer than Dallas.
No
To
shot,
me,
dude.
yeah.
It's all the way down Florida.
Maybe for
Just
Brock, definitely not for me.
I'm gonna say no shot. Go ahead, map it.
Dallas, Texas.
I lived in South Florida. I know how far away it is from everything. It's really far
All right,
away.
it's 957 miles to Dallas. 13 hours and 41 minutes. Let's see.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, by far, 718 miles to Miami from me. 10
That's
hours.
100 miles is not that far.
It's 5.5 hours of driving.
I just didn't think we were that far away from South Carolina. I guess
Y'all,
Daniel would be kind of equal.
No, Dallas is way closer.
For some
let's
reason, I
just
thought
see.
South Carolina was closer,
What
but
part of Texas are you in? Nashville?
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Nash Vegas. Let's see. Nashville. Did you just say Tennessee? Like I, like I
You said
didn't know where
Nashville.
Nashville
You said Texas.
and
You
I
said
said Nash
what
Vegas.
part of Texas?
Yeah, you did ask me where I was in Texas.
Did I really?
Yeah.
I'm the
You
idiot.
criticized me for
My
saying
bad.
Tennessee.
Oh, 666 miles. That's not good. 666, dude. All right, Nashville
He'll
to.
take the scenic route.
I'm a little closer because I'm west of Nashville.
Dude, you're closer to Miami.
No, I'm not.
Dude, 637 miles. So you are 20. What would that be? 29 miles closer.
He's
Dude,
29.
what maps are you using? I got
Yeah.
927.
From
I
Nashville to
think he,
Miami?
Yes.
I think he mapped his location to Miami again. That's what I think he
No.
did.
No. Let's see. All right. Miami, Florida.
That's a 200.
Miami Beach. Okay, Miami Beach, Florida to Nashville. Oh, dude, I don't know what pulled up the first time.
Let's go to Miami,
900,
Ohio.
913 miles is what I got.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
Well, we've learned not to trust Brock if we're going a boys trip.
yeah.
Yeah, that's dumb. Yeah, whatever.
Anyway, so that's exciting. I went and tried some stuff, and I'm not capable of doing the same stuff. So I have to try to get strong again because I cannot do that at the moment.
You're gonna get kicked off the team. When do
I
you
got all.
start?
Well, no, I'm still the strongest one on the team, but I can't do it like I used to. Like I did it when I was 210.
So your time under 200 was short lived. Then is what you're saying.
No, stop it. I just have
Just
to get.
save the picture.
I just have to start getting in the swing of it. I'm fit right now, so like I'm weak. That's how that stuff goes. But if it's not like a power, like I'm not strong.
So can I just tell people that I'm fit? Like when somebody asks me, like, "What are you?" I'm just,
Yeah,
I'm just
listen,
fit.
Brock. Listen. If somebody goes, Brock, how strong are you? And you should answer, I'm fit. That's how you should answer.
Oh man.
It really puts into perspective how like crazy the games guys are because I'm stronger than them when I'm like severely unfit. And then like when I'm like the fittest version of myself, I'm not stronger than them. It's just insane how like just all together they are. Anyway,
It is.
I have my power is fine. Like I powered 315 for 3 touch and goes cleans. So like that's fine. But if I have to like 315 for 10 on back squat is a lot slower than it was. Like I can do it, but like it's just slow. It's just slow. I can do the stuff. It's just slow. Does that make sense? And it has to be not slow.
So a man like you
That
that
sounds like
eats the way you
a
do.
joke. A joke is coming.
No, no, not really. So a
A
man like you
man
that
walked
eats
down
the
the
way that
street.
you do, when a man like that wants to lose weight, like what do you eat? Like do you just
I
eat
cut
less or
I cut out soda. 20 piece becomes a 10 piece. So basically, it's a water and or my pre workout, and then a 10 piece
so
with
you're still unhealthy. You're
with
just a little fit.
with with a large fry, and then no. So I cut out soda altogether, and not that I drink like a ton of soda, but if I'm trying to gain weight, I'll have a large Dr Pepper every time I go to McDonald's. So it's like 5 days a week. So, but I cut out soda altogether. I don't drink Gatorade near as much either. Like instead of Gatorade, it'll be a Propel. And it's just like little ways like that. A 10 piece instead of a 20 piece.
Are you
Um,
are you still allergic to normal water?
I will drink normal water, Daniel. I just prefer to have a little
He
flavor.
would never drink normal water in high school. Never. It was always Dr. Pepper or Gatorade. The only time he
Oh,
drank normal water is if he absolutely had to on the field or court. That was it. I swear sometimes he probably kept one on the sidelines.
So basically,
no. I
basically you're
drank out of
saying
our little
you're
spigot like a madman. But like during practice, I drank so much water out of that spigot. It was really good water. We had really good water.
I think it just seemed like it was good, but yeah.
so are you on the
No,
shot? Are you on those Olympics?
no, I'm not on Ozempic.
He's
I would,
microdosing.
yeah.
I lost like 7 pounds, and y'all act like I'm like done something like drastic. Daniel's lost 30 pounds before. Like,
I have
how much do you weigh right now?
240.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
You're like 220. Soaking wet.
My joints would probably appreciate it if I was 220, but no, I'm not 220.
You're a skinny 240.
Yeah.
Does he not look like gangly for 240? You hear 240, you're like, that's thick. I'm asking you, Brock.
What did you? I'm trying to remember. What did you weigh in Knoxville? Not to be weird, but obviously, like saw you with your shirt off.
Same weight.
Doesn't he look like a gangly 240?
I mean, I wouldn't say gangly, but I mean he's solid. I mean he's not. You know what I mean?
He's as gangly as 240 can be.
I don't know why.
How tall are you? What are you? 6'5"?
6'4".
He's 6'4".
6'4".
Him and Wembanyama basically look the same.
How much does he weigh?
Not
There's
240.
No way he's 240. You think so?
Oh yeah, he's just Daniel, but stretched out a foot for sure. I'm gonna look him up, dude. I bet he's around that. He might be skinnier than that.
Dude, I bet he's barely over 200.
No, you can't be that tall.
That's what I was thinking.
236. Called it. Told you.
Dang.
You shouldn't challenge me with weights, Daniel.
You're right. I shouldn't. You're right.
It doesn't. I know it doesn't feel right, but he's 7'4". Like it's just you can't be that big. Yeah.
It's a lot of bone mass.
She's about 240.
I don't know why you think I'm so gangly. I mean, I'm not insulted. I just like
I'm halfway joking. I'm halfway joking. I do think you are a skinny 240. Gangly is a harsh word.
Yeah, it's a little harsh. I'll give you that.
Like you just hear for some reason you hear 240 and like you just think thick, right? Like The Rock is 6'2" and 260, and you look like but you know what he looked like. You're 2 inches and 20 pounds of like it's this. Does that make sense? Like you just think of it as being thicker.
Sorry to disappoint.
No, I'm not disappointed. I thought you got up to like 260 in the NFL though.
No, the heaviest I ever was my junior year of college, 255.
Did you feel fat?
I compared to what I played at later, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I felt that at 210.
Yeah.
I didn't like my body.
I never felt fat in that way. I just felt stiff.
Oh, I mean, I was mobile through the wazoo. I hated my body.
Yeah, well, I was not.
Like insecure and didn't want to take my shirt off. I felt that like that.
I've never been that fat, John. Sorry.
No, I know. I'm just telling you. That's how I felt.
That's how I felt for the first 20 years of my life.
How much do you weigh right now, Brock?
The last time I weighed, I think it was a couple weeks ago. It was like 194 or 196, but I think it was 196, but it was at the end of the day too.
I was hoping we were getting kind of close.
Would say, I'd say
first thing in the
back
morning, on, but
probably 190.
If we were close, I was going to stretch it. I was going to be like, I'm going to get under Brock, and then I'll get strong.
You wouldn't be able to.
I'm not going to let that happen.
You should keep on doing what I'm doing, man. Let's get down there.
It took too long.
10-piece turned into a 6-piece.
Another microdose of Ozempic.
Stop. That's all ridiculous. I will. I think those people are bad. Like weak-minded.
I agree.
There's probably a couple situations where it's warranted.
I'll tell you what's crazy though. So the not I don't think the actual Ozempic brand, but that type of shot, what is it called? A GLP-1? Is that what it is? So a form of that was made for diabetics. And this makes me so mad about big pharma. So a really good friend of mine, um, he's diabetic, and they had gave him like a trial run on a GLP-1 type shot, and because he was having trouble keeping and he's like 40 something years old, so he's been dealing with insulin and all, like he knows how it works, knows his body, all that good stuff. So his insulin or his whatever had gotten kind of out of whack, and so they put him on one of those shots to try to regulate it some, and they got it to where it was. I mean, everything was good, and they were kind of using that as some kind of I don't know, it was some kind of something to combat whatever his body was doing or whatever, and it started working really good. He said I hadn't felt that good in a long time. Well, then his part that'll make you mad is his insurance company came back and said, "Hey, we're not covering these shots anymore," and they were so ridiculously expensive that he had to go back to the old medicine, and they had to keep trying other stuff. So I'm sitting there like, so you're telling me that a man that needs that kind of shot for what it was made for is getting turned down from insurance, but all these fat lazy people are just getting it just because. You know what I mean? Just because they're too lazy to eat right and exercise. This is so ridiculous.
I'm curious if there's like maybe a lifespan on how long they cover it for. Like,
Might be.
oh, you can have it for this long, and then if it doesn't do what you want it to do, tough luck. Or if it's working well, tough luck. you know, I don't know.
Oh, that's pretty wild. GLP-1s were marketed to me right around the time I had a baby. Saved for breastfeeding.
What?
That's crazy. So have y'all ever heard of I'm pretty sure it's nationwide. Have y'all ever heard of Weight Watchers?
Uh huh.
Like so my sister, she signed up for Weight Watchers, and she's not like morbidly obese by any means. She signed up for Weight Watchers like a couple months ago, and now like you can get in, I guess it's like different subscriptions, kind of like different levels to it, and one of the options is a shot. Like they have a category in Weight Watchers for like that's one of their options, I guess, is to get on the shot along with their. I'm like, dude, you have got to be freaking kidding me.
Anything
What
that
sucks though,
messes with
like,
your hormones, I don't want to have any part of.
it's crazy, and it's so crazy how many people are on it. Like it's unreal.
And it's gonna F you up for like the rest of your life because
Hmm.
your body doesn't know how to be normal.
Oh, I'm curious on your guys' opinion on this. I mean, this could go a lot of different ways. So sorry if we don't get to the topic, but what are your guys' like? Would you all take TRT?
Yes.
You would?
Um, at the moment, no.
No, I like if you're low. If you were low, would you
I
take
hear
it?
you. I hear you. I'm saying at this moment, no. Uh, I don't know what it feels like to be low. As far as I know, I'm Captain America. So, um, but if I was low, if I had low testosterone, I might change my mind. I'm open to changing my mind at this time. No,
You said yes right away, Brock. Why?
Brock's on it.
Well, Well, one, no, I'm not. I wish. So I do have, I have low test, and I need to get blood. I'm about due for new blood work for this year, but so it was probably 5 or 6 years ago. I went and got tested, and I was like really low. So that would have been I was like 24, 25. Normal ranges for like a 20, I think like 25 to like 30, 32 or something. Normal ranges can be up to like 900 for that age. I was a 213, I think, because I went and got it checked because I never had any energy. I was always tired. Um, I just never had never felt great. So anyway, so they said I had low test, and then they said come get tested again to make sure. I said okay. I went again, fasted, and it was within 10 or 15 of that. Either way, I can't. It wasn't under 200, but it was in that very close range. And then they said, okay, well now go to a urologist. And I'm like, okay. And I guess it was because I was so young, I guess. But so then when I went to the urologist, they tested me, and miraculously, I was at like 430 when they tested me. And this was like within a month or two. Felt felt the same, didn't feel any different. So I'm not saying they fudged my numbers, but I'm convinced that they didn't put me on anything because I was younger. So fast forward, I can't remember what it was the last time I got blood work done, but I've always been very not adamant on trying it, but I've always wanted to know what it feels like to have high test or normal test. You know what I mean? But I've never been able to get prescribed, like doctor prescribed, and I've always been, I guess it's a personal conviction. I've always been kind of weary of going outside of the prescription realm. You know what I mean? And also to that regard, it kind of, if I went outside of that, not saying it'd be right or wrong. I mean, technically it'd be wrong because it's illegal, but I've also kind of got a fear that not that I would get addicted to the drug, but that I would be very hyper focused again on my body. And I would be afraid that I would kind of take it to a level that probably didn't need to go, you know?
Well, what I'm thinking is, what would happen to your body when you got off of it? Would it get even lower? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because it's used to
Hmm.
this boost that it did not have. So
Yeah.
then your actual regulating, even though it's low, theoretically it would get even lower, right?
Hmm.
Because it.
I think
Um,
a lot of times in that case, you kind of get to the point where if you do struggle with low test, I think you kind of got to say, okay, well, if the doctor's going to prescribe me this, then I probably need to plan on being on this long term. You know?
yeah, yeah, I agree. I, my gut feeling with it is that um, they didn't have testosterone when Jesus was walking the earth. I'm sure those guys felt bad sometimes too. Um, and like, we don't need it. Just because it's normal now doesn't mean we need it. Does that make sense? Um, or else God would have made us with testosterone that doesn't fluctuate. But again, I don't know what it feels like, so it could be terrible, and I would change. I would change my mind.
If I got on it and I got strong, would you still judge me?
I would
What do
definitely
you
say you got strong because of it. Yeah.
think?
Hey, how about this? How about this? If I legitimately took Ozempic, would you lose a little respect for me?
Absolutely, 100%.
Absolutely, 100%. Right? Why is this any
Yeah.
different?
I mean, yeah, I was joking.
Yeah, no, I know, but
It's
it's
funny
still
you say that. So it puts me in a really weird position because they'll never see this, but there's a couple that we're in a marriage group with, and we're very close with this couple, and they're really really close friends, and both of them are on it, and they have been on it for a while, and I'm like, and I don't really sugarcoat my tongue when it comes to that. So like, there's been a couple times where they've been kind of on the outside of a conversation, and I'm pretty blunt. And when I'm very anti Ozempic, anti GLP-1. I'm very against it. But anyway, so we were at church Sunday, and there was somebody at the church, and I told my mom, I sitting beside my mom, and I said they've lost a lot of weight, and she kind of jabbed me in the leg, and she like with her finger, and I said they're on the shot, and she said, yeah, I'm pretty sure, and I looked at her and I said, I just, maybe this is wrong, but I said, I just can't bring myself to congratulate somebody for losing weight if they're on the shot. I won't do it. I'm not gonna recognize something that's not an actual success. Because I'm pretty, I try to be very, I try to be very good about if I notice that somebody's, like, I know we're joking with John and whatnot, but coming from that side, like I try to, if I see somebody and they have noticeably lost weight, I'm gonna tell them like, "Hey, dude, you're looking good. Like, keep it up." What? Just try to encourage them or what? Because coming from that side, like stuff like that makes a big difference. Like when people can tell, because when you look at, God, this is going down a little bit of a rabbit hole. I'm not trying to ramble, but when you look at your body every day and you're actively trying to lose weight, you really don't notice it as quick as other people.
Mhm.
And it was always very encouraging to me when I started losing weight when people would come up and say, "Hey, dude, looking good, whatever." But I will not do that to somebody if I know that they're on the shot. I just, I can't.
I mean, I don't disagree with
I,
you.
and I don't hate fat people. I just, I hate when a fat person makes an excuse on why they can't unfat themselves
You're like, I don't
because
give
you
a fuck
you
who
can.
it is. I don't hate you. I just hate who you choose to be, type of thing.
I
I
just hate
don't
what you
hate
look
you. I
like.
just hate what you look like. I don't hate you. I just hate your choices. That's what I hate.
Hey, it's getting nap time, guys.
You gotta do your thing,
Well,
man.
we didn't talk about tithing or Easter.
Yeah.
Um,
We don't have to wrap it up. Tithing, I believe in it. Next topic.
well, since
What's your
all
answer,
jokes
Daniel? You
aside,
asked the question and then you didn't answer it.
Oh, it's
oh, are you on it?
no,
Yeah,
no.
you are.
If I'm on it, then John's gangly comment is even more insulting.
Daniel would tell me if he was on it,
Yeah, I would.
Are you
or,
thinking about
or,
it?
No,
or if
I
he
haven't
or if he
even. I
has
haven't
been.
got my blood test or anything. I don't know where I sit. I assume it's okay, but I don't know.
As
No,
a when you're a licensed physical therapist, can you prescribe it to people?
I cannot. No. Sorry. Oh
So
man.
yeah, like John said, why were you asking?
Well, I was just curious. I got a friend that's on it, um,
Oh, you're definitely on
and no,
Daniel's not on it, man.
I just got it got me thinking a little more. There's a podcast I listened to from the Dial In stuff too that talked a little bit about like the whole crunchy term in Christianity circles, and it just got me thinking a little more on you know health choices and some of that stuff and where I might sit on that and whatnot. I definitely think there's a place for it, but at the same time, I'm like, if it's part of my natural decline into nothing, then maybe that's how it's supposed to be. I don't know. So
That's one thing that I guess because I'm not a medicine guy. Like I don't. I mean, you can ask my wife. I don't. I'll take like if I have a headache, migraine, something. I'll take some ibuprofen. But I'm not a medicine guy. And the kind of I guess the reason being is I feel like a lot of times with stuff like that, like and it goes hand in hand with a lot of things with Christianity, with picking and choosing what sin you want to call sin and what sin you don't. But with like the medical stuff, like how am I gonna? I don't know. Maybe this is overstepping my boundary, but how am I gonna say you shouldn't take Ozempic? Like you shouldn't put this stuff in your body because it's actually bad for your body. But then here I am taking TRT, for example. Like I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I don't know exactly what I'm putting into my body. Nobody does. Like you can't convince me. I don't care how long you've been on it. You can't convince me that you know what's in that vial because you don't. You're trusting the person who gave it to you, right? So how are we going to pick and choose? And I'm not saying you can't take medicine. I'm not saying that at all. But if you're going to say, hey, I'm not going to put this in my body because I feel that it's bad for my body, well, that kind of needs to be across the board. Like you kind of need to be conscious of everything you put in your body, food included. I don't know. I know that's kind of left. I don't know. That's kind of a
No, that's
No,
going.
for
extreme
sure.
approach, but
No, your body is a temple. It falls under all that. I also would question as far as like testosterone and Ozempic. I think you need to have a deep look. I'm not talking to like you directly, Brock, but people who want to be on it, like a deep look into why do you want to be on it?
oh yeah.
Because I think pride and ego is probably the driving factor of most people.
Hmm.
Um, of course, there are times where it's like, no, like I'm miserable and I'm going to be on this for the rest of my life, and that's what I want, right? But I do think pride is the driving force of a lot of
Oh
those
yeah.
things.
I think it was honestly whenever I was going through all of that, I think it was kind of a God thing that it didn't work out because that was when I was kind of in the bodybuilding style stuff. Like that was when I was bodybuilding and doing all that. And like I could never, not saying that you can't do it, but just from losing the weight, like there's extra skin. There's still extra skin. You know what I mean? So it was, and it's not an excuse at all. Like it's the simple fact that I didn't go hard enough to get to a certain point to where I could compete with some of these guys. But that was kind of a thing that was in my head. I was like, well, if I do have low testosterone and I get doctor prescribed, well then I can use this to my advantage in bodybuilding too. You know what I mean? Which led back to am I actually doing it for to feel better or am I doing it to look better? So I'm kind of glad that I never did it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you got to have puffy nipples, man. It's okay.
I think you guys would like that podcast. It got me thinking a lot more. It's just because it kind of hit exactly on what you're talking about. Like if you take this whole your body's a temple thing, which it is, but if you take it too much, then you're just you're in another form of legalism. You're doing exactly what the
Mm,
Pharisees were doing. So, um, First Corinthians, where Paul talks about like if it's not wrong to eat meat, but if it causes your brother to stumble, like don't do it in front of him, type of thing.
hmm.
So I think you can have your own personal convictions on it, and not impose those on others, and we should leave some room for some of that. But that being said, does it say something about maybe your drive or lack thereof? Possibly. I don't know. It's I think you made a good point. Of really, you have to look at your heart with it. Like, what's your purpose of doing this? If it's, hey, look, I'm 42, I've got 5 kids at home, and I'm exhausted all the time, and I can't be a good father because I just like fall asleep as soon as I walk in the door. Okay, like maybe it's appropriate. If it's, I'm 42 and I'm a little overweight and I really want to like be jacked again, like why? Who cares? You know. So I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. So like Brock, if you were like, "Hey guys, I'm on TRT," I'd be like, "That's cool, man," and then move on. It would be like the next topic. The second you go, I snatched 205 today. I'm like,
How's that
well,
TRT doing?
yeah.
Oh man.
I've been accused of being on it before, which felt pretty good.
Wow. Good for you, man.
I mean, you just accused Daniel like 37 times, so
You did. I'm a little insulted.
Dude, I was
I
joking. I
it
would not.
felt
No, I do
sincere.
not. I do
I
not think
listen.
somebody like Daniel would do it.
It's not
Not that.
steroids. Like it's, I
No,
think there are
that
levels.
is
I think there are
that
levels
is
to
a.
it.
No, I agree. That is a good point. I don't consider. I do not consider TRT a steroid. I know it's grouped into them, but I don't consider it. I mean, they don't prescribe Tren for somebody who's got low test. You know what I mean? Daniel disagrees with me hard on this. I can tell by the look on his face.
Listening, man. I'm just listening. I think it goes back to your purpose with it. I mean, it accomplishes the same thing. It's like what's your reasoning for getting on it? You hit the nail on the head with that. So
Yeah.
I'm not. Someone needs to be
And
on it.
nobody like you can. That's another thing. Like you can justify it however you want to. And if like you're saying, if you truly are on it because you need it, I don't think TRT is a steroid. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, sure.
It might. It could be. I don't know. I don't group it into that same category. It's just me though. Hey, your body, your choice. That's what they say, right?
All right. All right.
Joking, joking.
Sorry, I don't
Hey,
have to.
no king's gonna tell me what to do with my body.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That is the dumbest thing.
I don't
No
have any.
kings. Well, good.
All right.
We can't not have any less kings than we have right now.
I gotta analyze that sentence.
Did I say it wrong?
I don't know. It just hit
We
me in a
can't.
weird way.
You're right.
I don't even.
We can't have any less kings than what we have right now because we don't have any.
I'm still twisted.
Is that not right?
We
It
can't
made sense in my head.
You just said it
any
so quick.
less.
We're trying to.
We can't get lower from zero, kings. Listen, I don't not tell you what not to do. Okay.
That's crazy.
All right, we'll pick one: Easter or tithing, and then we'll start working towards probably Easter.
I mean, let's just yay or nay on tithing. Yay.
I think that's too broad of a topic.
That's too broad.
Well, that's our quick note, our quick hit, and then we'll go on Easter.
I can do a 30,000 foot view of what my small leader said last year, which I thought was interesting. It's not his idea, but if you want
On what now?
on tithing.
Okay, you got 30 seconds. Give me your elevator pitch. I'm gonna play.
All right. So back in the Old Testament is where people grab a lot of that 10% a lot of the time. That was a tax in Israel because Israel was ran as a government where God was over the government. New Testament, Jesus says, render to Caesar's what is Caesar's. It also says for 2 Corinthians, give out of your heart, right? So you don't have to give anything. There's no obligation to tithe, but it's obviously encouraged at this point, since we're not Israel, we're, you know, Christians, and you're still supposed to pay your taxes. So there you go. I'm done.
Yeah, and that's been like lately. That's been kind of, I guess, the struggle that I have with it. And just to preface this, I do tithe. Like, no, it's nobody else's business, but I do like that. Just to kind of lead into what I'm about to say, it's not like I'm using this as an excuse to say, oh, well, that's why I don't do it. Like, I do it. About like I guess my mind has went like, if, because it almost feels like to me and I think it's like this because there's a lot of very bad examples of what tithing does. You know, these prosperity things, these pastors that are making millions, mansions, blah blah blah. And those are obviously those are the extreme examples. Um, but I guess where I'm going with this is it almost feels like it's been cherry picked from, you know what I'm saying, from the law, right? So the law is Levitical law. It's all old. What is it, 600 and whatever laws? Well, in the Old Testament, like you were saying, that's kind of where you get the tithing. You get the uh, bring bring the tithe to the storehouse and all. That's kind of what the prosperity people push or whatever. Anyway, so the Old Testament law was kind of voided in a way, not voided, it was fulfilled whenever Christ came. You know, he said, I didn't come to abolish the law, I came to fulfill it. So, in that regard, we're no longer under that covenant law, right? So, that's kind of been, and when I say cherry picking, it's kind of been something that's been on my mind is, well, if you're gonna, and it's a little bit different than what you were saying, Daniel, but if your argument for tithing is all Old Testament like that, then what about men not cutting this part of their hair? What about women not being able to go to church on when they're on their period? What about you being unclean after you have sex? You know what I'm saying? Like all of this still falls under the same law, big umbrella law, right? So I think that's where I feel like it's almost been cherry picked by the modern church. Like let's not worry about all this stuff, but you better tithe. You know what I mean? And when I think maybe this is not accurate, this is just kind of off the cuff in my head. I feel like I don't necessarily think that exactly what you're saying that it's got to be a 10% tithe, but I do think that you absolutely have to realize that nothing you have is yours, and you have to be a cheerful giver. So
Mm-hmm.
it is very, it is encouraged highly to give to, I mean, it's just like the woman, what was it, the woman with the two coins? All these other, these Pharisees and these people, they were just given a dollar out of their wallet that had 500, but she had two coins and that was all she had, and she gave it. Like you're encouraged to give. I don't think it necessarily has to be, oh, I'm writing a check to my church for X amount of dollars, because it also says that if you have the means to help somebody in need and you don't, basically, like, what's the point? You know what I mean? So because I think you can get really legalistic with it to say, oh well, I can't help this person because this money's got to go to the church. This has got to be the tithe. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus
I know I
admonished
just
that.
vomited a lot out, but that's kind of where I've been wrestling with lately.
No, that's a great example. Jesus actually called that out to the Pharisees. Like the Pharisees wouldn't help. I'll find the passage when whoever picks up next. But the Pharisees like wouldn't help their parents as they were getting older because they're like, "Oh, I'm giving my money to the church." He's like,
Mm.
"What are y'all doing?"
Is
Like
that the same passage where he's saying like, um, I think he references them to whitewashed tombs because he talks about. He said you tithe on your herb gardens, like on every little thing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's maybe that's a different story, but yeah, I get where you're saying.
No, I think it's the same one because he goes on a speech about tithing. Like it's like a whole rigmarole. It's not just one thing. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Here you go. I think I'll find it really fast. Thank the Lord for Google.
You brood of vipers.
Oh, here you go. Mark 7, 9 through 13. He was also saying to them, "You are experts at setting aside the commandment of God in order to keep your tradition. For Moses said, 'Honor your father and your mother, and he who speaks evil of father or mother is to be put to death.' But you say, if a man says to his father or his mother, 'Whatever I have that would help you is Corban,' that is to say, given to God, you no longer permit him to do anything for his father or mother, thus invalidating the word of God by your tradition, which you have handed down, and you do many things such as that." So, yeah.
Me and a man from church, I kind of asked him to disciple me and be kind of like a mentor figure to me. And we meet early on Friday mornings. And last week we were talking about this similar thing. Like I brought up this with him, and we were just kind of talking through it. And he said, it was like what really bothers me is he said, and I don't know how it is in y'all's towns. I'm assuming I would say near Daniel it's probably worse, but he was like, we drive to this big building every Sunday morning, and we pass countless homeless people. Like we don't even. And he said, I'm not saying that going to the going to the church is the bad thing, but he said a lot of times we're so focused on getting to the building that like we pass people that we don't even know if they've eaten or not. And we're so focused on I gotta be at church service, I gotta be at church service. We're passing all these people that need us, like need the church. You know what I'm saying? He said I get convicted about that a lot as we're driving to this nice big building when I feel like we need to be out here with these people. You know what I mean? And again, he was saying, I think the body of believers, the church, is a very important thing. And he said that's something that sticks in his head whenever he's driving to church on Sunday and he sees these people. It's like, man, I don't even know if they've eaten or not. And we kind of took that to tithings. It was like, we if we're not careful, we can get so focused on sending the 10%, 15%, whatever you do, when there's areas in our own community that money could go to as well. You know what I mean? But we get so legalistic of, oh, I got to do it, I got to do this, I got to do this. You know what I'm saying? When we're just supposed to give. We're just supposed to be generous, and we're just I don't know. It's just we turn if we're not careful, we turn everything into legalistic. And that's where I have to be careful. But it goes back to the TRT thing. Where's your heart when you're giving? Like are you giving to the church with a cheerful heart, saying, Lord, use this money, however you see fit. If it needs to, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. If you're just giving it to give, you might as well not. If
Yeah.
you're giving it to check the box.
Yeah. No, I agree.
But it really does suck that there's a lot of bad churches out there that make tithing a hot topic, or you know what I'm saying, that make it a bad
Dude, there's a
thing.
lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rich preachers out there.
Okay, here's a question then along a similar wavelength. Do
Oh,
you
I
guys
think I know where this is going.
do you guys have an issue with your pastor
Absolutely.
Not living living in a nicer house than you.
Oh, okay.
Like he's
Why?
not rich. He's not rich, but it's very obvious. Like, dude, you don't need a house this big, or you don't need to be driving that car.
Mm.
I think if it's very obvious, then yes. I think if our pastor lived in the same neighborhood that I do, like, I think this is suburbia. Like, that's fine, right? Like, I don't think it would be obvious. Like, you don't need this big of a house. Like, we're not. But like a couple streets down, maybe, and it would be obvious. But you posed. I need a definitive line to give an answer, and you kind of were really vague about the line, so it's
Because
hard
I
for me to
know
get.
where that line is. That's the problem. It's like when you see it, you're like, this is fishy. But like,
Yeah, okay. When you
it's the
see it,
line.
you know it. The second you have a feeling, it's too much.
Yeah.
Like if you have a feeling at all, it's too much.
But see, this is tough because any rando could have a feeling about it, and then it's like, well, am I not going to live life because some random in my church thinks that I'm blowing money or getting paid too much? I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Well, I mean, if it doesn't have to be the rando's church. You choose to listen to this person. You choose to learn from this person. You choose, like this is the person that you're gonna go listen to once a week, every single week, and you're gonna bring your family to this place and support this place and give him money, right? You choose that. I think that's a decision just for you.
So you're good with all the people going to Joel Osteen's church then and giving him money?
I'm not. They're good with it themselves, and I think it's a problem. So like the way you asked this, it's my decision.
Yeah.
And I would say the second I have a feeling, then I've already answered that. The question's already been answered for me.
Yeah.
Right? Now, if I have a feeling about Johnny, then I can tell you that. You know what I mean? And I think it would probably behoove me to tell you. Like, if I would be a bad friend if I didn't say, hey, I think there's something wrong here. And it's like an egregious thing. But it's still your decision. It's still you still guide your family. You know what I mean? I think if I was blinded and thought Joel Osteen was like the greatest thing ever, I would hope that both of you would be like, hey, it's not the greatest thing ever. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It's like the most sinful thing ever. Right? Like, I would hope both of you would be like that. So I think a better question is, I was going to say, does your line matter more than my line?
No.
But what if I'm blind? You see what I'm saying? It gets hairy.
I get what you're saying. I think this is where like there needs to be a little bit of kind of what
I think as Christians, we could all kind of be on the same page, and then you like your answer of some rando could have a feeling. You shouldn't be giving that person your attention to guide your choices or your decisions.
But
Does that make sense?
Yes, but at the same time, be cognizant, because if I'm doing something that's causing my brother to stumble, I should probably try not to do that around it.
Absolutely. But your brother in Christ is different from your not brother in Christ, I guess I would say. Not in like you're better, but like an opinion that you value or causing them to stumble in a way. I think certain things would cause me to stumble that wouldn't cause non-Christians to stumble because they don't even know they're stumbling.
Well, yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
I was saying some rando in the church, like a saved rando, not a rando.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, then I think you just need to have an honest conversation.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, it doesn't bother me. If it bothers you, then why are you here?
Fair enough.
There is Calvary Community Church right down the street.
Yeah.
Hey, go make them big. They need money. Look at them. Why, does Johnny have a great house? I imagine he.
Well, this is going to say a lot about me, to be honest. It's scary how much you can find on the internet. But one of these early when we were attending the church, Marina and I got in a stalking mood and somehow found, I think, his address somehow. And it's a nice house. It's nothing crazy. They came from California, so they had enough money to purchase it. They're going to have 4 kids. Like it's nothing unreasonable by any means. But it is. It is a nice house in Williamson County, one of the richest counties in the country. So it's just like, like he's a pastor of a church with probably.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a lot of people. Like, he would have a lot of money, right?
There's a lot of very rich people at that church. So I mean, no, it's nothing concerning by any means. It was just something I was thinking about.
I also think you could judge people by their character, and if it fits, like it would fit with the house or cars or whatever. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, the two have to go like hand in hand type of thing.
Correct. And I think that's very evident, right? When Joel Osteen says, God has decided to bless me with 2 jets.
Yeah.
It's probably, I don't know if that's God doing that, man, but
she is funny, dude. She just likes to hear herself talk.
she's just in her own world. Oh, she must get it from her daddy. You see you? Hmm? That's you.
She looks a lot like Leslie there, man. A lot.
Yeah,
She's got most of Leslie's facial features, and then she has my eyes and my legs. She definitely has my legs. All right, guys, we're gonna go to bed.
Me too.
Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Say bye-bye. Here, let's see if I can do the fireworks.
Man, whatever.
You see the fireworks. You wanna do the rain? Okay, hold yourself, don't fall down. Okay. Oh no.
She's like, Dad, come on, figure it out.
The fireworks were great. Oh, whoa.
It really bothers me that I can't figure out why it doesn't work on mine. I just want to be included.
Brock, try the 2 peace signs, and then it'll be your birthday. Oh, no, it's just our birthday. Just our birthday. I'm sorry, you don't get a gold wristband, Brock.
That's okay.
You're the only one.
Is Grant going to Syndicate?
He might be a cameraman at this point, man. We're getting low on the totem pole.
I hope he hears that.
I'm just kidding. I actually need to ask him though, because he's on my list.
Dude, please give him a different wristband than everybody else. Like, just he can have make sure Wilson knows he's got all the access, but just make him like a special, non-special wristband.
Like a not special wristband or a special one?
Like a not special. Like for example,
Just
everybody has gold ones.
Just an admission ticket.
Yeah, or just one of the normal ones that you can buy at the store. You know what I mean?
And then everywhere,
neon yellow.
Every time he's got to get into somewhere, I have to go with him. Be like, no, he's okay.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, guys, we're going to bed.
All right, man.
Celebrate Easter.